Hello. Hello. How is everyone? I hope you guys are well. Yay! Resub, resub! Thanks so much, Seed. How are you? You hear a voice in the morning? Why, headphones, would you disconnect like that? What's wrong with you? Who said you could do that? Well, that was dumb. That's okay. I fixed it. It's fine. I don't know why I did that, though. But yes, hello. Hello. We are back for more nep. We're gonna talk about apples. We're gonna rant and rank apples. Yeet. Did I plan much for this stream? No. No, I did not. I got out of bed an hour ago. Lars is an apple. He might be. He might be an apple. Oh, everything's in the way. That's okay. I'm gonna leave it as is. It's great. I'm very proud of this title art thing I made. Yep. Yep. Apples are pretty neat. I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I like them. They are the superior fruit. Super cute. Thank you. Very proud. Very proud. In classic NEP fashion, I have 4 beverages with me. I have coffee, I have a smoothie, I have water, and then I also have bubbly water that I have not opened yet. Right now, my focus is the smoothie and the coffee. You have high interest in this apple debate. Fuck, I love apple. I love apples. Apples are my favorite. I have an apple in the fridge that I might eat after this or sometime during this. We'll see. I did not go buy a bunch of apples for this stream because I was like, I'll never eat all of them, especially if I like go to eat them all right now. That's just apple waste. So we're just gonna like hypothetically talk about apples. But we did Metaflora yesterday, so we can't touch Metaflora yet. Justice for Fuji apples. Don't worry, we'll get to those. We'll talk about like the standards, and I'm gonna go through a little bit more than just apple ranking, like the website. We'll talk a little bit about the fruit breeding programs they come from, if we can, how old the fruits are, what made them industry standards, etc. Oh, I also have some apples from Klee. Kleeper made some apple things. Okay. Let's see. It'll work. Okay. Okay. Cool. Klee, I don't know what the term is. Rendered? Let's see, what did they say the term was? "3D models." Kleeper made a bunch of 3D spinning models, and they're great. So I'm just going to quickly save them all, and then we can look at them. Ugh, I love these. I think I saved them all. Yes. Yes, I did. Cool. Those will be fun. You do have a nice tangerine with you? That's good. But the fruit is good. You like fruit. Mm. Ugh, coffee, my beloved. Sorry, I'm gonna just sip some coffee here. Apple. What? Apple. What do you mean you don't have very many varieties of apples? Oh wait, you're in Brazil. Ooh, we should look up, like, I bet you there's like an apple band, like apple belt, kind of like how there's a coffee belt. Can you guys hear the birds outside? They're having a fucking screaming fit. Oh my god, Tyler. What a terrible joke. I love it. They do be yapping. The magpie scared me earlier today. He jumped up on my fence right outside my window and then jumped up on the edge of the house, like on the roof, so I could see his tail through my window. So I was just getting like the shadows and stuff. I don't know. I wasn't anticipating a whole bunch of like movement immediately outside my window. Thank you, magpie, for spooking me. Okay. let's look at some apples. First, I bring this picture back up because we're ranking apples. And I want an apple to sit on my head. One moment. I will make this happen. Copy and paste. Cool. Now I can put this apple on my head. I don't know what I saved the image as though. Oh, there it is. Isn't that cute? That's something I hand stitched. There. Now I have an apple on my head. Hi, Jonah. Welcome, welcome. Anything else? I think that's good. Just grab a browser window so we can look at Apple stuff. Okay. Put that there. And no. That's pretty close. Right? Yes. That's good. Oh, I think I cut like a whole bunch of the bottom of it off though. I did. There. Okay. I want to look up apples. Yes, I love this background. It's like shit AI art that someone made. Like they were trying to make Nep, I guess. And look at the fucked up hands. Like I love them. I love them because it's part of that AI era where art just wasn't quite right. Ugh. Beautiful. Hi, Glee. I got all your GIFs downloaded. Yeah, but I love this shit. It's hilarious. Okay. Apples. Apple growing regions. I want to see if there's like a big map that shows me where they grow. No, there's not really an apple belt, I guess. It just kind of avoids the tropics for the most part. Hmm. Apple harvested area in Asia. Ooh, this is where apples are in Asia, I guess. European apple production. Wow. I thought Germany would have had more, because Germany really likes their apples. What's this? Agricultural production stats. Ooh, Eurostat. Cool. Ooh, in 2017, 2/3 of the EU's fruit tree plantation was in Spain, Italy, and Poland. Wow. Poland has the largest area of apple orchards. Italy has the most of pears, and Spain grows the most oranges and small citrus, peaches, apricots, and lemons. Cool. Hmm. Interesting. What? Okay, a little over 1/3 of total area of fruit plantations in the EU is apples. Huh, that's cool.
65-day stream streak.
Stream streak. Exciting. Good job. You have a variety named after Argentina? Ooh. Area under apple trees. Look at that. Cool. This is neat. Without the ability to sell it to neighbors. Ooh, that's a good question too. What is the origins of apple cider? How about Smithsonian Magazine? I feel like the Smithsonian's pretty reliable. This boozy cider is actually truest to the drink's earliest form, with roots dating back a millennia. Printable chair yoga program. Yo! Sorry. um, yeah, so for the longest time, apples weren't actually a fresh eating crop. They were bred by people, so selective breeding. So it's not, there is a difference between selective breeding and, what do you call it? Genetically modified. So selective breeding is just when you cross specific plants to try and get certain characteristics. So say you have this apple tree grows really big fruit or unusually big fruit, but that apple tree is particularly delicious. So you try crossing those two trees and getting new seeds out of them, and then you get perhaps a combination of a larger fruit that also tastes better. So most fruit is produced that way. They're not GMOs, they're just selectively bred. But for the longest time, apples were very, very astringent and small. And so cider making or any kind of processing, so cooking of any kind, would have been the main method of consumption of apples. Yo, evidence of apple trees growing alongside the banks of the Nile can be found back to 1300 BC. Huh. Where did apples come from? Uh, The wild ancestor of the apple grows in the mountains of Central Asia, specifically regions like Kazakhstan. Eventually made their way to North America. Wait, what? I don't know who Frank P. Matthews is. The biology of it. Origins of the apple. What's this? The apple is one of the most economic... Wait, let me double check. I can share this with you guys first. Does it say? Copyright and license information. Open access, distributed under Creative Commons. Yes. Okay, so you guys can look at this with me. We're good. They are an old world species. Doctor, Nep in your trees isn't real. She can't hurt you. I'm in your trees. I'm stealing your apples. They are an old world species. Oh. It's grown in all temperate zones. Dun, 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 dun. So, data seems to suggest that rosaceous arboreal crops, so Rosaceae family, arboreal meaning it's a tree. Okay. So, oh shit. Yeah, data seems to suggest that rosaceous arboreal crops did not follow the same pathway toward domestication as other domesticated things like more of our annual plants, like cereal crops. Driven by hybridization. Yep. So that's selective breeding. Studies of arboreal domestication illustrate the importance of fully understanding the seed dispersal processes. Yes, so large fruits evolve as a seed dispersal adaptation, so it's usually that they need something to eat it and carry it and poop it somewhere else. So megafauna, large things. Humans over the past 3 millennia have fixed larger fruiting hybrids through grafting and cloning. Cool! The mystery of tree domestication. The concept of domestication falls apart when discussing large fruiting trees, which are hybrids expressing exceptional growth or heterosis. And the introgression of traits is not often fixed. Oh, right. Okay. So the fun thing is if you try and grow an apple seed from a fruit that you get at the grocery store, we are not going to get the same characteristics on the fruit that come from whatever that seed grows into because they will have hybridized. Every Pink Lady apple you've ever eaten, every Granny Smith apple you've ever eaten, any of those trademarked names, they are a single tree that just gets cloned. So they'll take cuttings from it, reestablish, and then those trees can have cuttings taken from them and reestablished, and yada 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 yada. So it's all one trademarked tree. That's cool. Fruit evolution. Ooh. I want to read this. This is cool. Oh, yep, talking about the group in general. Crataegus, Cotoneaster, Sorbus. We were talking about these yesterday. Malice. Yeah, cool. What is this? Geographic range and fruit size. What does this mean? Oh! Oh, does that mean like how far they spread? Okay, this has to deal with distribution and how far they spread. Okay, so things that are dispersed by birds spread further, but they're usually smaller fruits. Sorry. But smaller fruits. Things that are dispersed by larger animals usually have larger fruits.
Hey Nep, if dinosaurs had evolved to become sapient, what species of cycads or other plants do you think they would domesticate? How possible is it to domesticate ferns?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, that's the thing is you kind of domestication is a weird one. Wait, let's see. Lycopodia domestication.
Hello NEP and chat smiley face. I hope y'all doing great today smiley face.
Hi, Senko. Let's see. Polypodia domestication. No. I don't want polypodia. It doesn't seem like there's much on domestication of them. Oh no. Well, I don't know what this website is. This is interesting. Hmm. Yeah, it's not really. Here, I'm not seeing much in regards to. Yeah. Cool though. Probably grow ginkgo. Yeah, ginkgo is pretty cool. Okay. I like this. This is neat. Ooh, ooh, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What is clear about cider is that once the drink caught on, it spread fast. So first Romans sailed to the British Isles, and this year. Okay, so the old, like, original English brewed cider, and then it spread throughout the Roman Empire, all across Europe, into the Germanic regions, to the Normans. And in the 9th century, we got the word cider in the English language. Mm-hmm. Cool. There was a less alcoholic variation that was also brewed for children called Applekin. Fun. Subscribe to the magazine and get a free tote. What? I want to see it. Show me what I. Oh. That looks like shit. You can get this bag for $25. The fuck? You can either get it in print for 20 bucks for a year, or you can get it digitally for 20 bucks a year. What? Can't have both. Oh no, you can have both, but then it's 25. Okay. That's fun. Okay. Agricultural production. Ooh, what's this one? Major apple producing regions in China according to data from national and provincial bureaus of statistics. Produced in 24 provinces, and 16 of them exceeded 100,000 tons in production. There are 5 major regions on the map. Oh, interesting. I wonder what makes them distinct. So plateau region, bay, old river. I don't know what the Xinjiang, no, Xing? The X is like a Z, right? Or is it a SH? Xinjiang region? And then highlands. Ooh. Yeah, okay, okay. See, I'm trying to learn some pronunciation here. I'm doing my best. Ugh, canker. Can host nutrition tame a devastating disease? What? China's the world's top apple producer. 44% of world's apple production. Oh, this is cool. I want to read this. Canker diseases are awful. I hate them. So, canker is, I believe, bacterial. And it causes a lot of damage on trees. This is one of the ways you can kind of tell what it is. We call these like sunken, water-soaked lesions typically. And so you get these dark, kind of dead-looking patches. Eventually they can rot like this, and they'll like seep sap and stuff, and you get like the sticky, resinous material on the outside. It causes damage to your fruits. They're the top producers of a lot of things. Competent leaders, and they're in yes. Central Asia has like a lot. Well, I guess all of Asia. The fruits that come out of Asia are fantastic. There's so many, and a huge history of fruit cultivation. Like way longer than other parts of the world. But yeah, canker is not fun. It can kill trees. Apple canker disease. There's a whole bunch of different things that cause it. Canker is more like a description of the whole like group of them, kind of like saying you have a flu, right? You could have a flu that's stomach flu. You could have like whatever flu it is you usually get in the winter. Uh there's lots of different kinds of flu. Um there's lots of different kinds of bacterial canker, but they all kind of have similar impact and similar strategies to to work against them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I shall do that. I will need to grab some. Yeah, I don't like bacterial canker. But yeah, that's what I mean, that sunken, water-soaked looking lesion. It's a bit necrotic and nasty. But this is cool. Can host nutrition tame a devastating disease? I want to know. I want to know. We talked about host nutrition, right? Plant nutrition. Uh-huh. This is all related. This could be cool. No. Wait, yes? Did I get it? Maybe. I'm just gonna drop this in the chat. Could someone put this link in the server for me? That would be great. Apple trees. Yee. Oh, this is talking about how to prune. One of India's most celebrated high altitude apple growing regions. What? Crisp texture, deep color, and sweetness. Oh, hello, people. This is from LinkedIn. My cherry tree had some blob style stuff coming out of it from its bark. It's been a few years since you've seen it. Yeah, that could just be like sap leaking due to like some sort of damage, I guess. If it looks like it's showing up regularly or causing problems, take some pictures, let me know. Talking about crop insurance. Cool. Okay. I like this. I like looking at this apple production information. Ooh, let's look into post-harvest. Apple post-harvest. Okay, so apple post-harvest. We got post-harvest nutritional management. Jesus, that's an hour long. I want one that's not so long. Cornell. SIPS.
This is a production of Cornell University.
Very long video.
Yeah, thanks Yosef for the words. So yeah, today I'll be talking about pre and post harvest management in apple, and it's to crack. So it really is always raining in Norway. Yeah, according to Geneva, climate change and a slightly warming climate and what we're talked about. And we have ways farmers are allowed to harvest for 3 to 4 weeks.
I like this. I like this. We're getting into post harvest. Okay, so post-harvest is literally everything that happens after you pick the crop, okay? Hi, Adipe. May you pat? Yes. Pat, pat, pat. Thank you. Don't, yeah. Ah, yes, don't squish the apple, though. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, important storage issues. So, like I said before, when we're looking at horticultural topics, it's not just looking at the fruit itself, it's all the stuff around the production. I took a whole class on post-harvest management. It's really fascinating. One MCP was just approved in 2024. Okay, one MCP is also really cool. So 1 MPC gene fruit. So 1 MPC is 1-methylcyclopropene. It's a synthetic gas used in agriculture to delay ripening. But 1 MCP is also something that can, effect of it on expression of carotenoids. And what it does is it stops the browning during oxidation. So you know how some fruit, apples in particular, you can slice into them and, they'll sit in the air for a little bit and then they turn a bit brown? It's just from oxidation. 1 MCP impacts that and they don't brown. They'll still oxidize. That whole interaction with the atmosphere is still taking place, but there's no color change. Isn't that neat? It's fucking cool. Yeah. No, not the fruit version of rust. But yeah. That shit's so cool. Yes, anyways. So things that you have to think about in regards to storing apples. MCP is, oh wait, where'd it go? Did I close it? I did. It's a type of gaseous, thingamajig. Yeah, it interacts with the fruit and it can prevent some ripening, like ripening onset. But it also, when it's expressed by the plant itself, prevents the coloration change from oxidation. It's kind of like how your blood turns a really dark red when it's exposed to oxygen, you know? Does dripping lime juice on them actually work against browning? Yes, it does, but it's not as foolproof as the as this MCP thing. But yes, when you're storing apples, you have to consider the humidity of what you're storing it in, the amount of CO2 to oxygen in the space, how much sunlight, and the storage itself to prevent bruising and any kind of damage. Yes, plants themselves can produce it.
Stated, our late season storing varieties really aren't late season. Use firmness as possible. Have this really long to emphasize the requirement it needs to be at packing for firmness level, which is 5 kilos.
That's
at harvest
fun.
is usually 6 to 7, and it loses that by about 6 weeks of storage.
Anyways,
and
this is like horticultural fruit research.
With some
it's kind of cool
left during shelf life, which it clearly doesn't have. So 1 MCP application.
This is something called soft scald, so it's a chilling injury. So there's a difference between a chilling injury and a freezing injury. Chilling is where it gets to a cold temperature that it can cause damage. And then freezing injury is a whole another level of it. Not everything ends up with a chilling injury, though.
You see it also in aroma as you do soft scald.
And they don't change color.
Calcium sprays generally work, but it's hard
I don't
to find
know at that point.
Scientific proof that they work. And there is variation between seasons, which is what we see in New York.
Their pit is,
but it's just never at high amounts. It's like
I assume
5% is your,
something that comes from a different pathogen.
So my question is, I think it's just not warm enough in Norway. It could also be cultivars that are not bitter pit.
Ooh, lenticels. So when we're talking about lenticels, this is cool. Lenticels are little pores on the surface of plants that are for gas exchange. So we're talking about the bottom of a leaf, and they have those little stomata pores, and that's how it breathes. Lenticels are other things on the plant that can do this. If you're looking at trees like birch, and they have all these funky lines on them, right? These are lenticels. They can also be spots. Lenticels. And they can be on fruits and things. Right? All these little dots. Lenticels. Yes, fruit is still technically alive. Dun dun dun! It continues to respire. Functional characteristics of lenticels. Ooh. Is this only on pomegranate, though? No, it's just pomegranate. Interesting. Cool stuff. Okay, back to here. Dun dun dun. Following trends. Core browning. What's this? Water core. Oh yeah! This is, if you've ever seen this inside of an apple, it's just kind of like a breakdown of the cellular structure. It's not something you can't eat, though. This is when it gets pretty bad, though. You yield a declaration? What? Physiological disorder development. Oh, interesting. Aha! Yes, so the addition of 1-MCP in the storage aspect of apples prior to it getting to the consumer. Ow! Hi, Krusty! Hi! Ow! That would largely be what it's utilized for in a production sense. Try to sleep again? Have a good sleep, Kami. Sleep well. The last, like, 20 minutes of this is just the last slide. All about CA storage. We can't put them back on the tree once they've been picked.
If I could domesticate any plant, it would be thimbleberry. Too bad it doesn't store well, or it would have already been domesticated.
Thimbleberry. What is that one? Aw! They're like a little raspberry. Cute. Where does it grow? Hardiness zone. It's mature to a zone 3. What? I could have been growing that shit here. Huh.
If I would be able to domesticate a plant, it would be a nepenthesVT.
It would be a nep. Thank you. Interesting. Huh. The growth habit is kind of funky. Interesting. The leaves are so broad. Oh, look at them. Huh.
What do they call a plant siesta? A NEP.
It's unarmed. No prickles. What do they call a plant siesta? A nep? Nep nap? Oh, that's cool. I have a golden raspberry that I have growing in my backyard. These guys. Aren't they cute? Fall gold. That is the variety I have. I think they're pretty. Yeah. Golden raspberry? What the fuck is this? What website is this? Peeping? Peeping what? Peepingmoon.com. I gotta see. What is it? Oh! Bollywood. What? 2020 was a brutal year for everyone, including the entertainment industry. Yeah, no shit. What is this? It's like the Oscars for bad movies. What? This image is hilarious. Alright, that's enough of that. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, I thought these were handcuffs. Oh dear. This is cool. Okay, I think...
Looks like we found the bad apples.
Ha ha ha. Looks like we found the bad apple. Good. Good one. Okay. Why can't we put them back in the tree? Let's put them back. No, it says we can't. We can't. We can't put them back on the tree.
I think wrong move. Do not think.
Yep. We'll try hard. Okay, guys, get the duct tape. We're gonna tape the apples back into the trees. Okay, use some glue or some shit. We'll get some parafilm. It's perfect. Apple ranking. So, we're gonna rank apples. What if we grafted them back? I don't know how you're gonna graft a fruit. You know? A branch, I could see. A fruit? Good luck. I don't know how you can even graft something back onto a fruiting spur. Oh, drink more of my smoothie. Okay. How do they rank apples? For decades, the apple has been on a relentless descent into the fiery pits of hell, desperately lurching towards its biblical namesake as Satan's
What is everyone's opinion of
fruit.
Honeycrisp, and why is it the best apple that is reliably found at grocery stores?
Okay, so Honeycrisp is an apple that came out in the early 2000s. That's when it was released, and it had an especially good texture and taste to the two of them. They were a very good variety that had come out, and so they became very, very popular with producers. And so it's a well-established variety. Lots of producers at this day and age are producing Honeycrisps. And so in time, I'm sure that Honeycrisp will dwindle in popularity as new cultivars come out. But for the most part, it's because of how popular they were and how little competition for other newly released cultivars there were. And so there's just so many established orchards of Honeycrisp out there. We just depict it as an apple. That's because apples are the superior fruit. Everyone knows apples are delicious. Okay, so yes, with the rapid degradation of the once mighty Red Delicious and the intentional impotence of apple farmers across the world, we were faced with the unthinkable, the rise of the pear. Pears are good though. Thankfully, in the early 2000s, due to the emergence of class of idle yuppies willing to shell out disproportionate amounts of disposable income at organic grocery stores, it became economically viable to invest in the development of what we call designer apples. So see what I mean? The Honeycrisp came out in the early 2000s. Okay, each category is worth a maximum of 10 points. The categories: taste, crispness, skin, flesh, juiciness, density, beauty, branding consistency, and cost availability. See, this is where I would also, as a horticulturalist, want to add in bits about production itself. So how hardy is the tree? Does it require needing to be on a rootstock? Does it have disease resistance? Yeah, that's what I would want as categories in here as well. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of go through some apples. Apple rankings. Top apples. I don't even know what some of these are. I know Pink Lady. Pink Ladies are really good. Pink Ladies are so good. Where did they come from? Oh, it's a Golden Delicious and a Lady Williams. Pink Ladies originated in Australia in 73. Ooh.
I can unfortunately see the Honeycrisp already becoming enshittified already. The ones now are not as good as the ones from 10 years ago. How does that even happen if they are all clones?
Ah, you ready for this one? Disease. So over time, as the trees age and producers switch out to growing different cultivars, older trees, they lose some of their virality, I guess. And so there just isn't as much of the top quality being produced and sent to you, right? You get a more broad mix of quality.
Yippee, plant inbreeding.
It's not plant inbreeding because there's no breeding going on. It's just cloning. But yeah, over time, they're not as resistant to different diseases. And so Golden Delicious are one of those apples.
Yippee, no plant inbreeding.
Here, disease susceptibility ranking of apples. So, let's see. Ambrosia apples are my personal, one of my absolute favorites. I love them, but they are susceptible to fire blight, susceptible to apple scab, resistant to powdery mildew, and susceptible to cedar apple rust. So they're not the most disease resistant cultivar, but they are one of the first cultivars out there that have the one MCP gene that prevents browning during oxidation. Fire blight is cool. I'm going to show you that too. Fire blight in apple. Look at this
Fire
shit.
blight sounds way too cool to be a plant disease. That's some fantasy magical pox bullshit.
So fire blight is a fungal infection, and it's widely recognized by this shepherd's hook shape. This is a telltale sign of fire blight. And you get fire blight on a whole bunch of other plants. But yeah, it's this hooking shape to it that is very, very classic of fire blight. Yeah, and it doesn't like turn things kind of like wilty first. It just fucking looks like it's been burnt. Nah, you don't eat fire blight. Fire blight, unfortunately, is like you just have to cut it all out of the tree. And you can get cankers from it as well. This burnt looking section on the branches right by the nodes. But yeah, you gotta cut it out of the tree, unfortunately. Fire blight. Let's see, where is the golden delicious? Is it in here? There's a red delicious. Fuck, red deliciouses are gross.
I cast instant fire blight. Whoosh.
I cast instant fire blight. No! Brayburn. Haven't seen one of those in a while. No, it doesn't tell me. Wait, are there more? Was that it? Whoa, there are more. Golden delicious. Yeah, look at this. Okay. So golden delicious are very susceptible to all kinds of diseases.
I cast varroa infested bee honey.
No, not varroa infested bee honey. Wait. Varroa.
Thunder Nugget the Terrible, curse these apples with the blight of fire. Let these apples bear the mark of flames and the crook of the shepherd.
I hate varroa mites. No, it doesn't look like they're getting in the honey though. Oh, poor varroa. Or poor bees. I hate varroa mite. They're such a pest problem. This is a male honeybee larva. You can tell because the eyes are touching at the top of the head. But varroa mites are specifically drawn to male honeybee larvae. I hate them. Okay. But yes, golden delicious are highly susceptible to a whole bunch of diseases. And so it's one of the reasons you like never see them anymore. they're really fucking hard to produce. They be dying. Yeah, so a lot of these really old varieties.
Some bees have developed big enough mandibles that they are more efficient at cleaning varroa off.
Huh. Interesting. Anyways, Granny Smith, similar, very susceptible to things, makes it harder to grow them. A lot of the old varieties are like that. Pink Lady doesn't have a ton of these, but that's okay. Look at all of these. Esposus Spitzenberg. These are good names. Ooh, Gala apples. Fairly susceptible, somewhat resistant, depending on, I guess, maybe region? I don't know. Golden Hornet. Golden Moor Super. Honeycrisp. Yeah, moderately resistant to things, a little bit susceptible. They'll probably end up with more diseases that are able to interact with the plant as they go. Yeah. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Back to here. Who's the strongest resistance one? I'm not sure. Probably You know what? I don't know if there even is one that would be most resistant, just because it depends on where you are, like what region you're in. Different regions will have different disease pressures, and something that could be like largely resistant to everything in Western Canada could be really impacted by diseases that you see in Eastern America, you know? Like, kind of just depends. All right. I'm not doing a very good job of ranking these apples, am I? I'm kind of just talking about them. See you later. Have a good day, Calcium. I fucking love this one. Ooh, they have a commercial. We're gonna watch it. Let's watch this commercial. What is this?
Pink lady, so much more than an apple.
This apple has its own commercial.
Nep shilling for companies that didn't pay her even.
Oh, I love that. Best uses. Munching. Okay. It's a good munching apple. Good to know. Oh, I think you watched a commercial for an apple. I think this is one of the apples that Klee made. Let me add those. Okay. Where are the apples? What? Why can't I see them? What? Where are they? Oh, is it because they're little? Oh, okay. I think it's because they're little web P things, so I can't put them on that. Okay, give me a sec. I got them. I got them. Pink lady apple. Maybe?
The worm I genetically
Damn it!
engineered to be blind and not see appled. I can't see them. Where are they?
Why doesn't it like this? The do it for him is a web P. Why are these not working? What the fuck?
That video scared the shit out of me. I was so relaxed watching the stream and boom collision yelling nepenthesVT.
Sorry. The Lost Apple Project? Ooh. Send it along. Send it along. Wait, what was this? What video did you play? Oh, yes, got it. Stop opening in a weird fucking extra. Okay. Let me open this. Lost Apple Project. nonprofit organization that searches abandoned farms and orchards in the Pacific Northwest to locate old apple varieties that have been thought to be lost or extinct. Whoa! At one time, there were approximately 17,000 named varieties of domesticated apples, and now there's only about 4,500. Funky. To be fair, there was not as large of an industry reaching across the whole of the US. That's cool. The apple sleuth. Where'd all the apples go? Huh. That's cool. Prohibition got to him? Oh, is Do It For Him maybe a WebM? Let me check. Yes, it is. It's WebM. Maybe that's why. Alcohol prohibition. I do think that's part of it. I'm trying to remember why. Because I know there was... I know there were more. There's a whole book on this? Ah, there is. Someone wrote a book on it. Cool. Cool.
NEP check Discord for WebM. It's the last message.
It's the last message. Okay. I peek. Last message. Let's see. Okay, Discord, don't be a fuck. WebM. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, now it works. Oh my god, look at it! Oh, sorry. Discord. There you go. It is a cool apple. Now where'd it go? What? Oh, it's... Okay, it's because it disappeared. Close. Properties. Loop. There we go. So this is our Pink Lady apple. I think these are the ones we should rank. The ones that we have as little gifts. Okay, I'm gonna add a little folder here. New, and then I can put them all in there. Apple. Pink Lady. Oh, wait. I have to move it from here first. And then I can do this. Cool. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, if it's possible to turn them into the WebM format, I'll put all of those on the screen. Pink lady. Oh. I guess I will just click and drag. We have our pink lady. Lovely. Let's do that. I'm gonna refill my mug. I finished my mug of coffee. In which case, oh, neat blog about weird apples. Crop tracker. Oh! We have that page up for another. Yeah, we're looking at the post-harvest handling from the same website. Cool. Maybe we'll have to look at the site and see what else is on there. Apples are so nice. Yeah, pink pearl. Okay, so this is one of the apples that I had Clee turn. Whoa! It's like star-shaped. What? Whoa! All the locules are like...
Send the others as a WinRAR file.
What? Thank you. I open now. I think it did it. I think they extracted. Yes. Yes, they did. Perfect. Thank you, Clee. Looks lewd. Yeah, it does. But it's cool. It's pink fleshed. So the outside is like green and the inside is pink. Okay, I wonder if these guys have a commercial as well. Might be a status effect in Monster Hunter. Oh, maybe. That would be cool. Maybe I do want my iPad for some of this, because I prefer to write it by hand rather than everything else. Okay, this is gonna be horticult stuff. Add another page. There we go. 1 moment. Okay, and then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take a really quick BRB, and I am gonna go refill my coffee, and then we're gonna do some more apple rating stuff. Yeah. BRB.
There's no grit, there's nothing. One of my favorite cleansers that we used to have at QVC that's no longer here was this pineapple pore cleanser. It wasn't actually a philosophy product, so I hope you don't mind me bringing that up.
No.
But
Bro, I swear to God, they're always selling this one, this philosophy brand. I see it so often.
Right. This is
What the fuck?
what you're
Okay.
getting in the Hope in a Cream, in this or Hope in a Jar water cream. This is going to give you hydration, glow. It also makes your skin smoother because of that exfoliation, doesn't it?
Exactly, it does. And what is wonderful and lovely about it is that we have that crushed, it's almost like a crushed ice texture, but it's a multi-textural transformative experience too, because you can see here in the jar, then as we start to apply it onto our skin, it really just dissolves into that water base. And what's lovely about this, I love wearing this right underneath my makeup because it's a fantastic primer and it won't change the actual finish of your foundation.
Well, and with that hyaluronic acid, it really does make your skin feel like it's plumping up, which really creates a better canvas for any makeup. We actually have some before and afters that we can show you. It feels so good. So like immediately after, look how much more hydrated her skin looks.
Right. I mean, her skin looks soft. It looks glowy. It's that look of health that we all want, especially as we go into summer, whether you want to wear makeup or not. We love the idea of makeup optional skin. And if your skin is feeling soft and glowy and dewy, you're going to feel confident in your skin.
When we talk about
This
skin
one's
that's
great.
hydration and glow, she got that immediately.
It's like she put highlighter on.
I was going to say, this is why you try and get highlighter on your cheekbones.
Yes.
She has it in just good skincare.
She does. And that's what we really want. And we started in that medical marketplace. We care for your skin. We care for your spirit. We want you to feel that most confident. And you see that beautiful, even skin tone.
So we just saw immediately beyond just the immediate wow and starting to see those first changes in skin.
Exactly. So after 3 days, what we love about this formula too is that it's going to give you that 72 hours of hydration. It's lightweight, it's long lasting, and again, you're going to be able to have that tall glass of water as a moisturizer, which is perfect for summer.
Oh my gosh.
Then here, it looks like she applied highlighter again too. So again, your skin is going to feel fresh. You reactivated that bounce in your skin, and that's immediately after.
This next one, I want to make sure I understand this so I'm presenting it the right way. When we see this next one, it says after 3 days.
Right.
We're going to see that coming up. All right. Has she been using it for 3 days, or did she use it once 3 days ago?
Once 3 days ago.
Are you kidding me?
Isn't that wild? That's wild. I was wrong too when I first started. I did not know that.
Because I've been presenting skincare for almost 20 years, and there is a pattern to before and afters. Usually if it says after 10 days, they've been using it for 10 days.
Right.
After 3 days. The fact that she used it once and after 3 days, her skin still
photographed.
That's actually wild.
Wild.
Look under her eyes.
It's wild. Yes, you can see that crepiness has begun to dissipate. It's
working 3 days later.
It's working 3 days later. That plumping effect, the pineapple extract, which is going to help kind of resurface, retexturize the surface of your skin. Beautiful.
Wow, that's incredible.
Right?
That's incredible. Anne is here with us, and she's going to apply it. Hi, Anne. Notice, as Anne puts this on, it just goes on not greasy. I like what you said. It's a cup of water for your skin, not a cup of oil. And as we come in, we're in the hottest days of the year right now. We want something that doesn't make our skin feel greasy and heavy.
Right. It feels like that splash of water right onto your face, right? And it gives you that I slept perfectly last night type of glow. You look suspiciously well rested, and it's all because of this beautiful formula. And again, that's what I love about this formula in particular, especially like we said over the summertime, because it fulfills.
All right, I'm back, and I have
in your skincare wardrobe when you
more
want something
coffee,
that feels fresh
and
light,
I want to really quickly show you guys.
Skin
I
benefits
popped
all at the
outside for a
same time.
second
And I want you to think about
because I wanted
what
to
you pay
peek at.
for 1 jar of
I forgot my
expensive
camera was on here.
moisturizer
That's
or cream.
convenient though.
They're normally
Hi.
1.7
Look,
ounces. This
look.
is more than 4 times the size. This is 8
Wild
ounces.
strawberries.
8 ounces for $64.
Aren't they
Now, the
cute?
retail value says 0. That is not the case. If the retail value is $119, you're getting this home for 4
Yeah,
easy
wild
payments of
strubs.
$16.25 with free
They're so
shipping and handling.
tiny.
Do you know, this is philosophy. Started
They
in the
are
medical
so
marketplace. This
fucking
is,
delicious.
prestige, department store,
Right? Like,
boutique level skincare. If I went to
There's
the
little bugs,
drugstore
too.
right now
Your
and
eyes.
bought 8 ounces of
There's
any
no way.
cream,
Any
I'd
cream.
spend more than $64 there.
Yes.
This is like the, this is
Yeah.
like the good stuff in bulk, truly.
Yes, it
Because
really
I was
is.
For a
you know, when I
wild
go to the toy
strawberry,
store,
they
like,
look
and I'm,
very
getting prescriptions
tame.
filled or whatever.
Ah,
I
thank you,
sometimes
Clee.
stop and like, you know, I'm hanging out with
Yes, I
Stinky
wish I
Dog
could
right
share
now,
with you
right?
guys. They're so
And
cute.
it's like I'm always amazed that like it's like things are like $40 a
And you
jar
can't
at the
even try it
drugstore.
sometimes
Right.
because it's behind.
And it's
Like-
1.7 ounces. This is 8 ounces.
This is
for 4 easy payments of
I'm gonna try and, like,
$16.25.
get
There
it to
is no
focus
auto
again.
delivery. You have to pick it up now. What? How long would 8 ounces last me?
I mean, this easily 6 months. Easily.
This
Oh,
be
It's
like
so-
the last
oh, I love them.
moisturizer I
They're
actually
so
used in a
good.
year.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm gonna give the
Wow. Okay,
greens
look
the
at these before and
tops
after.
to
Great
Lars.
if you tend to run hot, this is just no
Incredible. Immediately after, and then this whole idea of
Lars can
after
have the
3 days,
tops.
her
After
skin still
3
looked
days.
amazing. Okay, now what you can put under this is we gave you the moisturizer coming up, and this sold out recently, so we're thrilled to have it back in stock. The Ultimate
There you go,
Miracle Worker
Adipe.
Lifting Face and Neck Serum. Again, a
And chat.
phenomenal price for something so
Fuck, those were good.
effective.
Oh, so good.
$14.33 with free shipping and
Okay,
handling.
let me
And
close that.
then one of my favorite textures when it comes to body creams or body
Okay,
lotions.
I'm gonna go
I
hand
love the
these
whipped
little
cream.
green
That's
bits to
coming up,
Lars.
A giant 20 ounce for 2 easy payments of
Swim in
$19.99.
that.
Now, I just want to tell you, on Philosophy's website, the 8 ounce is $47. We're giving you 20 ounces, so 12 ounces more for less money. It's wild. Okay. Now it's time for your ultimate fix for your lips. Okay. So this is really the ultimate fix for your lips, and it's not just like a little bit of moisture. It's a true treatment serum where, especially if you have lines around your lips or you're just flaky chapped lips all the time, this is where you're really going to want this. Normally, each one of these is $29, so 3 of them would be $87. We're doing them, you ready for this? Not for $29 a piece, we're doing them for $13 a piece. So you get this home for under $40 instead of $87, way more than half off. And I'm just, when you get it home, you gotta prime it a few times. Push it until you get it out. Okay, so then you'll see a little bit come up at the top and you're ready to go. This is not a waxy balm. It's quite,
not.
it's a serum.
It is. So if you find that you are struggling with lips that are dry, they're cracking, I think one of the top telltale signs is if you apply a darker lipstick and it starts to feather within the first 1 or 2 hours, this is something that you're going to need in your arsenal, because this is our most efficacious treatment serum for the lips. You just need to apply this twice a day, much like you would a serum. I think my takeaway, my hack for this, put it right by your toothbrush. So then you know you do it once in the daytime, once at nighttime. And
Sorry
we
about that.
talk a little
Obviously,
bit
I
about
had to
how different the
take
skin on
extra
your
time
lips
to
is
give him
from the
scritches and
rest
tell him
of
I
your
love him.
face, or just from the rest of your body. The skin on your lips doesn't have sweat glands. It doesn't have oil glands. It has
Too
truly no
worried to
way
eat those
protect and
wild
care
things?
for
No, they're so
itself.
good.
So
They're
you have to actually
delicious.
step in and try to give it a little bit of help.
So interesting though. Like I like the idea of like I'm getting 3 of them, so I'll keep.
All right, ladies, we don't need to. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. I shall bring up the iPad so that we can do some Apple ranking. Gonna show up. Let me try again. How about now? There it is.
That is something that a cordyceps only found in wild strawberry-controlled person would.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, hey, Apple investigators are on the hunt, but we're not talking about the tech company. We're actually talking about
Apple
the
ranking.
fruit. Stephanie Stone explains the Lost Apple project.
Like most investigations, the case of the lost apple starts with a detective.
Apples
I
that
gotta turn that up so you
believed
guys
to
can
be
hear
either
it more.
extinct or lost. They pretty much have not been seen for close to 100 years.
This is David Ben Scotter. He's a retired federal agent.
I used to work a lot of high volume document cases, and this kind of research that I do about these lost apples. It's high volume documents.
He fell into this line of work quite by accident. A friend needed help with an old apple orchard on a farm dating back to the early 1900s. They simply wanted to know what kind of apple trees they had found. So, like anyone would do, he Googled.
And I started clicking about apple orchards in our area and found just an amazing history of apple growing in eastern Washington.
And so it began. The orchards under investigation aren't in common growing areas, which took his research to old county fairs.
And it was just like one of those light bulb moments. And I knew that if this newspaper printed the county fair results just like this every year for a number of years, I'd probably know a pretty good idea what was growing in the county at that time.
Which led to Pioneer Days and the Oregon Trail and the first recorded nurseries.
Okay.
Now he's got a Facebook
So
following called The Lost Apple Project.
let me put that away for now. And add these other...
In order to truly identify which apple it was and where it came from, he had to connect with an expert. There's only a handful of them
Add this guy.
in the country.
I know a couple of hundred varieties just offhand without any trouble.
Sean Shepard
is
one of them.
So when I get an apple in my hand, I look at it and say, what does that look like?
Cool.
Does it look like something else? And then I check my list.
We got our hands on the list he created.
I need a color that's more like
it's sort of
apple
secret,
color.
so we'll just show you some of the names
That's a good apple
on this
color.
hugely extensive, detailed, intricate
I also think I have...
spreadsheet.
There might be as many as 17,000 kinds. And they are all apples. I mean, they aren't really all different. Some of them are quite similar. I mean, imagine, there are a lot of apples that are just red.
Turns out, a lot of them fall under the classification of Jonathan.
Who is Jonathan?
I don't know. I don't know why they named it Jonathan.
The Apple Project sounds like some conspiracy theory documentary.
It does. I like it. Let's flip. What can we do? Can we do that? Nope. Nope. I wanted to see if I could flip the image over. There. Apple ranking. Okay, so the apples we're going to rank today include the Pink Lady, we also are going to put the Ambrosia, the Crab Apple, and Red Delicious, Granny Smith, and what were the other ones? Pink Pearl. And Golden Delicious. Okay, is there anything else you guys would like us to rank? Our apples and X-Files reference. Ooh. Oh, actually, wait. There's an orchard episode. killer tree episode. What kind of trees are they, though? Green apples are our Granny Smiths, so we do have that one. But you wanted Cosmic Crisp? Okay.
Can you also rate the fruit of good and evil? Must have been a good-ass apple if we
I know
still have
someone
to deal
wanted
with the
Fiji.
consequences.
No, Fuji apples. I do know that the original Fuji apple tree still stands. It's in Japan. Malic acid. Oh, yeah, let's look up malic acid as well then, because that's always cool. It just says orchard. Oh, yeah, it is the wrong letter. Tyler, I give you the job of determining whether or not what is it? Season 5, episode 9. I don't know how you pronounce it. Schizogeny. Schizogeny? I don't know. It's that episode. But I task you in figuring out what the orchard is. Season 5, episode 9. Yes, yes, yes. I see that. Make that a little easier. I'll just do straight. Okay. Fuji apple. Zed. Weird. Shut up. It's a Canadian thing, okay? He deserves at least 5 cabbages for his work. What if we give him apples? Yeah, Fuji are really good. They were another one of those ones that hit the market and was just like a top seller, but it is being outperformed by other cultivars that have come out since. I don't know what a gapple is, but golden apples, that would be like the golden delicious. Green apples, Cosmic Crisp. Yep, yep, yep. We can put a gala apple on here too. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I see regularly. It's a Minecraft thing? Gapple. Okay, okay. We'll put them on here. Oh, Lev. Lev is an apple. I gotta grab that picture. One sec. Comey was kind enough to send it to me. Oh, and some memes. Comey sent me memes. Alright. Lev is apple. Oh, I should put Lev on my head. Copy and paste. I can pull Lev off of here, and I'll put her on my head with the other apple. L is for Lev. Lev. Oops. Love is apple. Oh, oh, I don't actually think I have a shout out for Lev. We need, like, what do you call it? A link tree thing. We need a link tree that just directs you to all of us. Maybe I should make one. Coffee.
An 82-year-old retired engineer in North Carolina is on a mission to track down as many rare apples as he can find. Tom Brown is an apple hunter, and so far he's located more than 1,200 varieties of apples. He also grows more than 700 different apples on his orchard.
Tom joins us this
I
morning.
want to be
Morning,
an
Tom.
apple hunter.
Good morning. Good morning. Glad to be with you on your morning show.
Well, listen, I love apples, but what drives this passion for apples that you have?
Well, it was extremely interesting to find that discover that there were just hundreds of old apple varieties out there, and it gave me something interesting and rewarding to do in retirement. And also
is it a rabbit hole or is it an apple hole?
Diversity of our forefathers.
Which is so incredible to think about how many varieties are out there right now and how many varieties maybe have to be rediscovered. How do you do the research to finding these different types of apples, different varieties of apples?
Well, it's really to contact as many elderly people as humanly possible.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is what we got to rank.
For instance,
and
one of the
what should we use
pictures
to
that you
rank?
put
What should
out
our ranking
showed me
methods
at
be?
a festival.
Need a
I've
color
gone
for
to
apples.
maybe 160
that's a good apple
festivals
color.
like that where I had an
Maybe
old
this?
apple display.
That's a better apple color.
And people would come
So
by
our ranking
and tell me
system
about
will be
people I ought to go see or old apples that they
taste,
remembered. And I would follow up on those, and I've done this in about
texture.
6 states.
So it's this, correct me if I'm wrong, the holy grail of apples is the Harper's seedling, which you found after a very long search. How long did it take you, and where did you find it, and what makes it so
resistance?
Well, it was the apple that I initially started to look for. It was an old apple that was in my area of Forsyth County, North Carolina.
Potential?
And it was, well, I wouldn't have started the apple search if I hadn't.
Actually, I'm not going to do
been
texture.
looking
I'm
for
just going to
that
go taste and texture as one.
It took me a long time to find it. It actually was in Wilkes County, North Carolina, but it was misnamed. And it years later, I realized that I actually had that apple in my collection.
Wow.
It was called, well, it was called a Striped June by its owner, but I started questioning that when it got ripe in August.
I'm curious, Tom, what do you think about some of these hybrid apples that we're seeing in the grocery store right now? Like, for example, a Cosmo apple, which is a mix between an Enterprise and a Honeycrisp. When you're talking about preserving the agricultural diversity of apples, how do you feel about seeing some of those kind of...
I hated that joke. Give me my apple picks back.
No. I'm gonna do this.
X-Files takes place in Washington State, and apples are one of the biggest crops here, so I decree that they are apple orchards.
Fuck yeah. Looks like it's an Apple X-Files reference. Oh, I love that. He has the same accent as Tree Trunks, Apple folk accent. Hell yeah. Alright, see you later, deep face, sleep well, get good rest. But we're gonna give everything a rating, a pass or fail rating on these, if it's good or if it's not good, okay? And then they get a number of points at the end, and we'll rank them based on that. Okay. So, I guess we can start. Let's start with our pink lady. So we're gonna look at its taste and texture. I need to make like a chart or something. What if I just shrink this stuff down so it's not as large? No, I don't want that to move. There. Those are apples. And these are... No, I don't want you to move either, but you're going to do it anyways. Okay. Okay. So... let's draw some straight lines. So we have Pink Lady. How many apples do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck, there's 12 of them. Okay.
Here are 8 of the world's rarest, oddest, and most expensive apples. Bart's apple. It's considered one of the rarest apples in the world. It was only discovered in 1999 in North Wales, and there was only one tree. That tree is speculated to be over 1,000 years old and considered one of the rarest trees. One tree, one place. That's it. It's about $25 per apple. This is Black Diamond. It's actually very difficult to grow. It requires super high daytime temperatures and then a really big drop in nighttime temperatures. And it's only grown in one province, a Tibetan province called, I can't say this name, Naingchi. This is Black Oxford. It's a great mix of sweet and tart, and some say it has a hint of vanilla inside.
Okay.
Other people have said it tasted like corn. And look at the color, man. It's awesome. This is the knobbed russet. Its exterior is so lumpy and knobby that it looks like it has everywhere. But apparently it's very delicious. These are red love apples and they're really cool. What makes it unusual is this faint white line around the core. Whenever you cut it into quarters, it forms the shape of a heart. This one is pink pearl. That has a really thin yellow exterior and a lovely pink interior that's just gorgeous.
So cool.
But it's exceptional when used in baking. The Sakai Ichi apple is one of the most expensive apples at about $25 to $30. The reason it's so expensive is these fruits are huge. In fact, they're so huge that they only let the tree produce just a few fruit, sometimes just one, whereas most apple trees produce hundreds of fruit on a tree. And to end, I'd go back to this one. Now I'm gonna have to read the name. PI 596280. That's a funky ass name. It's just gonna be in the mix because of how cool it looks. I couldn't really find the price of these, but come on, the look justifies any price. They're freaking jack-o'-lantern. How cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That can be our first set, and then I'll put another set underneath, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I can do this here. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, what other apples do we got? We have the Gapples, which is Minecraft. And so I feel like Minecraft needs to be like red. So here we go. We got Lev. Who else we got here? We still have to do the Red Delicious and... Oh, what about crab apples? So Gapples, Cosmic Crisp, Lev, Gala, Fuji, Pink Lady, Crab Apple, Ambrosia. Alright. Smith. Pink Pearl. Pink we should, well, yeah, obviously. But the thing is we do have to rate her on all of these things, you know? She gets the same ranking as every other apple on here. What is this? What the fuck is the pear wiggler? Are all dicots rosids? No, but all rosids are dicots. Golden Delicious. Gala apple. Oh no, I already did Gala. So that was the Gapples, Lev, Crab Apples, Pink Pearl, Golden Delicious. Oh, and then it's just, oh, Red Delicious. Put that one on the end here. This one needs to be like a dark red. There. Okay, and then we rank based on something. Okay. So, taste, texture, disease resistance, comedic potential, commercial/marketing, and then chat or pass. Just meaning you guys get to vote on if it's a yes or no. Okay, let me make this larger. Then I'm gonna put this up higher too. Which one will it be? Ranking apples with Nap. And Lars in the corner. Okay. Some simulation about pear damage that became a meme. Oh. Not each other. What? That's funny. Okay, let's see. Where is my picture of the pink lady? There you are. Loop. So, here is our pink lady. And we shall rate her based on how wonderful she is. So, pink lady. Where's my app? Yeah, here. Apple rankings. I should put that. Apple rankings. So, pink lady, in terms of taste and texture, maybe we shouldn't even do taste and texture because, like, we can't taste it. Well, I mean, I've had most of these. I could probably talk to that. Do I want to do disease resistance? I kind of want to just make this goofy. Comedic potential, taste and texture, disease resistance. Yeah, I'm going to swap out disease resistance, even though it's kind of funny. I just don't want to look it all up right now. That's too much work. We're just going to make it visual appeal.
I have sent you your 2 fuck-ass apples.
Get it? Appeal? Ha 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 ha. I've sent you your 2 fuck-ass apples. Yeah, this entire Apple ranking is subjective. Where is this? My 2 fuck-ass apples. Ooh, apple. A Fuji. And a cosmic. Woo! Cool. I can add those to the scene. Cosmic. And Fuji. Excellent. Thank you.
Can you conjure an apple in your mind?
Yes. Okay, so we are looking at our Pink Lady apple to start. So, first, taste and texture. Dun 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 dun. How many check marks does a Pink Lady get? Have you guys had a Pink Lady apple before? I love them. I think they're really good. I like that they're crunchy, and I like that they're sweet. So for me, I'm gonna give this one a plus. You know, give you a little check mark for taste and such. Nice. What about visual appeal? All right, we're rating this literally based off the spinny image on the screen, okay? We're basing this ranking off the spinny image on the screen. She spin. What do we think? Is it a good looking apple? It looks very shiny. I like it.
What kind of apple is the apple car nepenthesVT beep beep?
Ooh, that's a good question. What kind of car is it? I don't know. It's an apple. Probably. It's ugly AF. Probably spawned by some cretin with an unrestricted blender access. Visually 4 out of 10. Ooh.
Beep
Ooh. Okay, okay. I see. Oh, wait, beep, beep.
Beep beep.
Beep, beep. All right. Well, we're getting a little hit and miss there, but I'm still gonna just give it a check mark, okay? Because it seems like people are. Yeah. Okay. What about comedic potential? Is there a comedic potential to the Pink Lady? I would say that this is definitely that. It's crunchy and it is more on the sour side. Sweet, but more to the sour side. Ban or sorrel. Lol. Okay. Comedic potential. I don't know if this one's as funny. I'm not gonna give it a check for comedic potential. I'm gonna give it a little pass there. What else we got? Ooh, they did have a commercial. I do believe we had the commercial. We'll watch that again. Oh,
Thank you for doing
oh no, you can't see it. Shit. Okay, we're gonna watch this commercial from the beginning.
Oh, thank you for doing that.
Pink Lady, so much more than an apple.
Do we give it a plus for the commercial? I kind of feel like we should. The fact that there is a commercial and it's dumb. I'm gonna give it a little check mark. And then chat or pass? Chat, do we give this a yes or a no? Okay, this one passes for chat. Pink Lady is one of my favorites, so I mean, fair. So our Pink Lady has a 4 out of 5. Good to know. Next, we move on to the ambrosia. Put this little guy down here. Look at all these spinny things on screen. And I'm gonna make sure that loops. There we go. So this is who we're looking at next. This is the ambrosia apple. I don't know if this has... oh, there. Ambrosia apple. So, plucked from a Canadian obscurity. Ooh. Spicy, sweet, and straightforward apple. It's an affordable year-round fruit, largely because it has a really good shelf life, storage life. Its lack of flavor complexity and inconsistency on the shelf makes it fall short of the Honeycrisp, but it is really, really, really good. This is one of my favorites. So it's not very tart. It is quite sweet. I like the texture of it. I think it's got a good crunch. And they are really good year-round. Do they have a commercial? They do. These ones are from Canada. Wow. Best used for munching. Canadian apple, automatic F? That's what we were looking at. We gave it a 4 out of 5. I do like some munching. Hey, people rank this apple 4.3 out of 5. Vote count. I want to give this one a 4. I don't think I can submit. Do I have to like sign in? I don't know if it gave me, whatever. Okay, we have another YouTube commercial to watch. Let's go. Oh my god, this is a 5.5-minute video? Would you load? I just want to see if you have a regular, like, ad. Why is this so
A busy
long?
farmer and an
Make an account for the Apple website? Maybe. Come on.
a chance seedling,
There.
a fertile valley, a busy farmer, and an apple with an undeniable appeal.
Okay.
These are the serendipitous factors that led to the birth of the ambrosia apple. The apple's success is a much longer story, but it all started with a chance seedling. The Similkameen Valley is located in southern British Columbia, 350 kilometers east of the Pacific. Created by a tectonic shift long ago, it's a valley framed by rugged, stony mountains and marked by the Similkameen River running through it. The fresh water, the shadow of the mountains, and the clay and mineral deposits make it an ideal place to grow apples. Sally and Wilfred Mennel have been growing apples in this valley since 1978. It was in one of their orchards that our story
So
takes
happy.
place. It happened in a row of Jonna Gold apples. A tiny chance seedling popped up and was missed by Wilfred and his orchard hands. A little sapling among the bigger trees. It should have been cleared away before it even had a chance to grow big enough to produce apples. But, as luck would have it, it wasn't. The survival of a chance seedling is very rare because the circumstances have to be just right. First, a bee or insect has to visit an apple blossom, carrying the pollen from the blossom of another apple variety. Then, a small amount of pollen has to
For
be
some
left
reason,
behind to
that bee
pollinate
looks
that
like a
particular blossom.
Megachilidae.
The apple that grows from that blossom will look just like the other apples on the tree, but inside, its seeds are different.
They did the leaf
If that
vena-
apple
or
seed
the margin wrong.
to the
Ow.
ground,
They should be
a small
serrate, not
sprout
cunate.
will form. And if that small sprout doesn't get cut down by the orchardist, then
Megachinchillidae?
a sapling can grow. After several years of being ignored by a farmer, and if it's strong enough to weather the elements, that little chance seedling may eventually produce a brand new variety of apples. And, if luck will have it, that
I'm
apple
telling you, the
looks
artist
and
got it
tastes
wrong.
Great.
What a pretty apple.
Such was the case in the Mennel Orchard back in 1992. The little sapling managed
Oh
to
my
survive
God, you already told
undetected
us that it
until it was
survived.
able to produce apples were in full agreement. While enjoying those apples, Wilfred's mind turned to the honeyed food of the mythic Greek gods, ambrosia. It seemed to him like the perfect name. The next step was to grow more and to get them to market to see if the general public would also eat them up. Wilfred's brothers, Brian and Robert, jumped on the bandwagon right away. You could even say they helped build the bandwagon. Organic orchardists themselves, they offered space in their orchards to try several trees of this new apple.
I'm
A few years later,
curious as
they
to
had a
why they
large
let
enough
the
crop of
grass
apples
grow
to
right
take
up
them
to
to
the edge
market.
of the tree.
Their organic apple brokers were pleased by the looks and flavor of this new variety and ordered up every bushel the three brothers could deliver. Meanwhile, Sally and Wilfred were getting equally enthusiastic reactions from consumers. They'd taken the apple to the Vancouver Apple Festival to give a few apple fans a taste
There's
of the
an
new
apple
variety.
festival?
It was a hit, and everyone wanted to know where they could get more. With the market behind them, the Mennels knew they needed more product.
Chat,
They took their new
We're
apple
going.
to the Summerland Varieties Corporation,
We're
formerly
going.
known as the Plant Improvement Company of the
We're
Okanagan,
going to the
who
University
began the
of British
registering and
Columbia's
testing of the variety
Apple Festival.
and making it available to a wider
Wait,
circle of growers
is
in the
there not one this
Similkameen
year?
and Okanagan valleys. Thus began the process of this new apple becoming recognized as the ambrosia that we know today. Many of those original growers now have 10 times the ambrosia
Mhm.
trees that they started
Hello
with.
there, Dua.
As people became more and more familiar, they started to notice a few new benefits of the ambrosia. They discovered that its low acid level meant it's slow to brown after being cut, making it ideal for kids' lunches. Fans also noticed it was a good
Does not
apple in
brown.
raw recipes, but also in baked recipes. And because it was naturally sweet, it didn't require additional sugar, making it a healthier choice. These benefits,
I love the
apple's
color of
crisp,
them,
juicy
but
taste
I don't
and good
usually
looks,
see-
and a lot of work getting the word out about its natural origin,
Yeah.
have
In
made
the
the
fall,
ambrosia apple
you see
a
them
favorite
with
among
the nice,
consumers
like,
throughout Canada
greeny
and
kind
the
of
United
color
States.
to them.
Ambrosia
By spring,
orchards have also
when they
been
have them in the
cultivated
stores,
Chile,
they have more of
New
a
Zealand,
yellow
and
tone.
Europe, where they are poised to win over even more hearts and palates. All thanks to a chance
Apple
seedling,
Harvest
a fertile
Hoedown.
valley, and a farmer happy to let a little sapling be.
We should go. I want to go to an Apple Harvest Hoedown. You guys, I would take you to that. I'll figure out the GoPro and I'll take you. All right. Well, that ad was boring. All right. Let us rank this apple. So, our ambrosia for taste and texture. I really like the ambrosias. So I say it gets a yes. A check. Oh, wrong color. This one. Check. How about visual appeal? Ha ha ha. Based on our spinny image, does our spinny image, does it look like our fruit? I think the color is a little bit off, but I mean, it's okay. Woo! Yeah. Okay, we'll go no for the spinny image. No. What else? Comedic potential. Is ambrosia, like, is there comedic potential to this? I don't really think there is. Comedic potential is low. What else? Commercial / marketing. The commercial fucking sucked. It does not get a point for that. Okay. Chat? Chat or pass? Chat or pass? I mean, you're supposed to give me a yes or a no, you knucklehead. Would you eat this apple? You'd eat? Okay, we'll give it a pass. Chat gives it a pass. We get 2 out of 5 for the ambrosia. I figured this ranking system's gonna be garbage anyways, but that's kind of part of the fun. Okay. That brings us to our next apple. Let us rank the Granny Smith. Make sure that's on loop. Okay, time for a Granny Smith apple. Oops. All right. So there was a time not too long ago. Let me grab the window again. There was a time not so very long ago when apples came in 2 varieties, red and green. The Red Delicious were our red apples, and the Granny Smith were the green. Yeah. This apple was for the cool kids, and it inspired its own candy flavor. Okay. Let's see. Top ranked sour apple, top ranked pie apple. Okay, okay. Very tart, good intensity. What the fuck? Let's watch this shit. 2024 Granny Smith Festival highlights. This is ridiculous. You guys, there are so many of these. Barbosa says them in pirate movies, but they weren't made yet historically. I don't know. Granny Smith 2025 Parade Eastwood NSW. City of Ryde, RYDE. New South Wales? Okay. Where does it say the Granny Smith originates? Yeah, okay. It originates from Australia. From 1868. Wow. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Yep. Well, not bad. Okay, okay. What is this? This is just like words relating to it? Is this like a wordle thing? Brian Frange. Okay, so let's give it some check marks here. So taste and texture, people are saying they like them. Did Brian invent the apple? We'll have to ask him. But we'll give it a check mark for that. How do we feel about the visual appeal of the spinny image? How's that look? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll give it I think a pass on the image then. All right, comedic potential. How funny is a Granny Smith? Can we make jokes about it? Why won't you be the same size? Come on. Close enough. I want it to just like match in size. Why are you being a bit? Close enough. Close enough. It's good. Okay, let's close the browser window. Comedic potential. Commercial was wild. The commercial was interesting. That I don't even think it was an actual commercial, but I'm gonna give it a check mark for that. Comedic potential is okay. It does have Granny in the name. Yeah, I'll give it comedic potential. And then you guys, yes or no, would you eat this apple? Fuck yes. All right. Yes. I think there's a pretty good yes. Okay. I do like the comedic potential of like the fact that it's a pie making apple. It's great for pie and baking. So it's like it's Granny's apples. Yeah. All right, so you get a 4 out of 5. Oops, wrong color. Here we go. 4 out of 5. All right, and that takes us over to our gala apple. Let's find it. Yep. Okay. Video unavailable. Sag. Okay, so it's a combination of a Golden Delicious and a Kid's Orange Red. It's from New Zealand from the 1920s. Best used for munching and cider. Boop-a-doo. Oh yeah, I see envy apples a lot. Okay. Let's see if there is a video for them. Commercial? New York Apple Association? Let's watch theirs. Okay. Let's see.
My name's Jim. Welcome to New York
My
Apple
name's
Country.
Jim.
The Gale apple is sweet.
We're doing this again.
My name's Jim. Welcome to New York apple country. The Gala apple is sweet, juicy. It's great for desserts. It's great for taking out a picnic. So go to the store and try one today.
Mossman Man of Moss just dumped 12 nerds into the terrarium.
12 nerds. Hi. 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 Final Fantasy II Rebirth. No, that's not a 2. There's a V in there as well. 7 Rebirth. No. Yes, 7 is a 5. What the fuck? V, not 7. Jesus Christ. The words coming out of my mouth. They don't make sense. Hi. How is everyone? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Hope you got a good stream. Gala Apple Gang, Honey Crisp. Yeah, we haven't gotten to the... Wait, did I not put Honey Crisp on here? Did I straight up forget to do Honey Crisp? Did I? I think I did. I forgot to put Honey Crisp on here. He says hi, but he can't chat. That sounds fine, Honey Crisp Gang. I hope you guys had a good, hope you guys had a good stream. We're ranking apples. We just watched Jim?
My name's Jim. Welcome
My
to
name's
New York
Jim.
apple country. The Gala apple is sweet, juicy. It's great for desserts. It's great for taking out a picnic. So go to the store and try one today.
Go to store, try one today. Yeah, he said gala apples, not gala, but whatever. It's a gala. Okay. So we should what is this? Bingo gala apple?
Management of all commercial apple and pear varieties. Yanni Wichmann, the owner of Bingo Gala, has appointed Top Fruit as the agent to commercialize
It's
this
a certain
exciting
type of
new
them.
variety.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Okay. Depending on where it's grown, you can have wildly inconsistent freshness, depending on like how far it's traveling to get to you, or growing environment. Interesting! Give me them apples. Nope. Interesting. Okay, so again, they're from New Zealand, 1920s. Do-do-do. Oh my god, we could put reviews in. We should be doing that. We should literally just be reviewing the apples on the site. That's okay. Okay, we can rate this apple now. I do not have a spinny gala apple, so we don't get to do that one, but we can it's fine.
I think they're probably the new Red Delicious. What do you think of when you hear apple?
Yeah, pretty much. They're kind of like the apple you get in a big bag at the grocery store. Yee. Okay. Browser window. Do. Okay. So, gala apple. For taste and texture, I'm going to go pass. I don't like gala apples. Yeah, they're mealy. They don't have any tartness to them. They're just kind of... So, I'm going to go no. Oh, wrong color again. Nope. How about visual appeal? I think they're also pretty boring looking. Like, they're not really cool. And then our next one is comedic potential. I mean, we could say gala, but it's not really funny. I'd say it's not a funny apple. We have the commercial / marketing. Jim was enthusiastic enough, but yeah. We did watch it like 3 times, so I'll give the commercial a check mark. And then yeah, chat, is it a yes or a no? Do we have a yes or a no for this apple, guys? Chat or pass? You'll give it a yes? Yes? I give it a solid no. I don't like a gala apple. But this is about chat. Doesn't even get its own 3D spin. You're correct. You guys are like yes and knowing this. I'll give it a half point. Okay, so half check. So that gets it a 1.5. So we have a 1.5 out of 5. Kind of sucks. Yeah, but like Kleeper and Bach both said yes and no in the same answer, okay? Alright, that's enough. That's enough. We're moving on to Fuji apples. And this time I spelt it correctly. Dude, barely worth it is what it's listed as on here. Look at this. Barely worth it. Fucking rude. That's funny. We do have a Fuji apple, though. Boop. Oh, damn. That looks pretty on point. Not sure what's going on right there on the bottom of it, but that's okay. All right. Haven't paid enough attention to have an opinion. What? What do you mean? Oh, it disappeared. I gotta put it on loop. There we go. My dwindling mental health. That's what's going on in the bottom. Okay, so our nice Fuji apple. Rated on taste and texture. Ooh, let's watch the video. You sent me the most important apple. Okay. 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 I loaded it. Hello, Azure. This commercial gets an A+ from me. That looks more like an apple orchard that I'm familiar with versus that one in the Ambrosia apple orchard. Apple. They got a whole fucking choir singing about this apple. Japanese propaganda? No. It's apple propaganda. That looks like a willow of some kind. Is that Salix pentandra? Probably not. Is this a white guy that's gonna go try an apple? Where is this guy going? He was following the singing. Like, they're singing about apples over there. Oh! Oh! What is she doing? Did you see that? Do you see how this woman is cut? Oh! Okay. Watch closely. What does she do? She grabbed and she fucking pulled. You see all those leaves that came off with that? You see that? That is poor apple picking. Mm-mm. That is gonna damage those fruit spurs. Mm-mm. Woman, you are clearly not someone who works in this apple orchard. Because what she's done is when you pull it and you get all the leaves and stuff falling off, it takes the part of the branch that grows the fruit has like pulled off, and then you will not get fruit in that spot next year. So you got to twist them off and let them separate from the tree on its own. Yes, sometimes you will take a leaf with it, but for the most part, no. I think she's a paid actor. You just kneecap the tree. Rude. How did she see him from way over there? I have questions. That bag does not look heavy enough. She's totally a paid actress. Where's she going now?
The apple, obey the apple. You must try our apples, for the glory of the homeland. The glory of the apple is the glory of the homeland. We shall graft this apple all over all trees. The world shall be grafted with the apple of the homeland, and all will be crunchy and sweet. There will be no dishonor, only apple will remain.
Only apple will remain. Alright, yes. Clea, I'm gonna finish this video, and then I'll pull the best apple. What is she doing? This doesn't seem like an Apple commercial anymore. I don't even know if this is an Apple commercial. This was... Oh! He's a beaver! Look at that little happy face. I'll save that for later. We'll watch that later. Okay. Clea has made a gorgeous apple for us. We're gonna watch it. Watch it, look at it. We're gonna look at it. Oh, I did download that one. We're good. Okay. Let me pull this apple up. It's a whole bunch of fucking faces. I love this. Look at it. Look at it. That's a good apple. That's a good fucking apple. I like it. It's a vTheorem apple. Ha ha ha. Ha. I like it. That's good. That's gonna get very highly ranked on the apple chart. I'll put that one up there. Yeah. I'm also not gonna lie. I don't know if I can go much past, like...
I think I found the song. It was the first hit song after WW2, and it was used in a Japanese movie, Ringo no Uta, Song of the Apple.
Oh! Ringo no Uta, Song of the Apple. Huh, interesting. Okay. I have so many apples we still have to rank. Okay, back to it. Fuji. Yeah, taste and texture. I am okay with them. They're not my favorite, but I'll still eat one, so I'll give it a check for that. How do we feel about its visual appeal? How does the visual look? Nice and spinny. Looks pretty good. Sounds good. Give it a check for visual appeal. How about comedic potential? I don't think there's like any comedic potential for a Fuji apple. But commercial / marketing, they had a whole fucking song. It was like an entire town production. I'm gonna say yes. Good job, good job. And chat or pass, yes or no. Also, good night, Clee. Thank you so much for making spinny apples. They're fun. I like them. We may have to come back and finish this apple ranking another day as well. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of these apples. Let's finish out this grouping of 6 apples, and then we can do more another night. More apple ranking. But yeah, chat, yes or no? Lost Apples wiki. I'll bring that back up. Okay, we got some yeses. I will make sure I have this pulled up for later. Okay, yes? Yeah, I'll eat a Fuji apple. Give it a check. So that gets a 4 out of 5. And that leads us to our Cosmic Crisp. Actually, you know what we should do today is instead of the Cosmic Crisp one, we should put that one on for next week. And we'll swap it out with Lev. Let's rank Lev. There. Okay. So Lev right here is on my shoulder. This is Lev. I would like us to rank Lev. We're going to use the same ranking method. So, taste and texture. How do we feel about the flavor and the texture of Lev? What do we think? Yes? I don't know. Lev is tasty. Probably has a nice crunch. Yeah, we'll give Lev a yes for taste and texture. Oops. Check. And then she eats her cereal with water. That's something else. What about visual appeal? Visual appeal of Lev. I mean, she's pretty cute. Too fleshy? Too fleshy? Okay, maybe she gets a half point for the eat cereal with water. I'm gonna change this. Lev gets a half point on taste and texture. Half check. Okay. Visual appeal is a 10. I agree. How about comedic potential? I feel like we can make a lot of jokes about Lev. You know? There's some pretty good potential there. I'll give her a check mark. Commercial / marketing. Let's see. Lev, do you have a channel trailer? No. Videos, what about popular? No, these are all covers. Whoa, I didn't know she used to have this model. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, and then this is the update. Aww. Cute. Marketable plushie love. Yeah. Does she have a channel trailer here? Nope. There's no commercial. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, man. There's no commercial. I don't get to watch a commercial. I'm sad. Okay. Chat. Or pass. Lev. What do we think? Chat? Yeah? Would you watch Lev? Just based on what we're seeing here, would you watch Lev? I haven't watched her. Okay, yes. Okay, well, you know what? We'll give her a yes. We'll give her a yes. Oreo hasn't had a little Lev experience yet, so, you know, it's all good. Everyone else is saying yes, so we'll give her a check mark. And that gives her a 1, 2, 3. I guess that's a 3.5 out of 5. Uh-oh. And that does not beat the pink lady. Dang. Okay, so in order today, our Apple ranking is first place, our pink lady. In second place, we have, oh, I guess tied for first place is the Granny Smith and the pink lady. Then we have Lev, lovely, lovely Lev, in second. In third place, we have, oh, there's another 4 out of 5. That was the, what did I click? Sorry, I clicked something. Our Fuji apple also came in first. Okay, so we have 3 in first. Then there's Lev, and then in third place, we have the Ambrosia. Which one was my Ambrosia apple? Did I not pull that one up? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, so here's the Ambrosia. So this one got third place. And then, oh, wait. Our last place goes to the nasty Gala apple who doesn't even get a picture. All right. Nice. And then our superior over-the-top winner is obviously this apple. That is goofy and I love it. Okay. Congratulations, Lev. You got second place amongst the apples today. Not bad. Yeah, golden apples are kind of icky. I don't like golden delicious. I don't like their texture. What's a super snap apple? I don't know. What is a super snap apple? Let's see if it's on Apple rankings. No, I don't see it on here. Top secret apple. A dead end conspiracy theory. Not much is known about this mystery apple still being concocted in upstate New York by the likely Illuminati-backed powers that be at the Honeycrisp orchards. Okay. Lithered skin worthy of a reptilian shapeshifter and a taste as unpleasant as a conversation with Alex Jones. This apple should be ignored like an unhinged post on 4chan. That's funny. Oh, I want to show you. I want to show you, like, what the fuck? Top secret apple, dead end conspiracy theory. And it's like don't give you any real reason. It's, yeah, I guess it's still under, like, it hasn't been released to the public yet? That's funny. Okay. Illuminati apples? Apple, more like yapple. Ha ha ha. Hi, Kolak. Okay, well, I'm happy with this. I think we had a good time. That's just the farm. You don't need to watch that video on the mystery apple. Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. We got good apple rankings going here. Illuminati apple. Okay. Well, I enjoyed that. Whenever we get back to this, we will have to do the other apples, and I also have to add the what do you call it? Honeycrisp. Plus Honeycrisp. Okay. Yeah. That was good. That was good. Thank you guys for joining for this. Who should we take our apple loving asses to now? Who's online? It's a designer apple, a super snap apple. The lack of a commercial really did hurt Lev. We'll have to let them know. Maybe she can redeem herself by providing us with a video. Hello, Komi. Thank you for lurking. I'm gonna see who's online and who we can go raid. I don't know. Who else is... Wait, is there anything that... There's a... Who are you? Are you... There's a VTuber that's called Zoe Apple. Let's go there. I don't know anything about this person. But that's where we're gonna raid. Okay. And then let's make a raid message that's just hook. Yeah, we love apples. Apples are the superior fruit. Actually, let me add that in here too. There you go. That is a raid message. Fuck yeah, we love apples. Apples are the superior fruit. Woo! Please take your raid message. And I'll see you over in this VTuber's stream. She's part of a group, apparently, called Japanese Girl VTubers in English. So, yeah. We'll go meet Zoe Apple. This will be fun. Okay. I'm gonna go have birthday drinks with my friend, and you guys are gonna go do your own thing. Bye! See you on Monday for last stream before move. Bye.